Okay, so people say to me often, so when I was a kid, I was yellow, but now as an adult, I'm a blue or a red. How does that work? And I want to talk about this because people get confused all the time. Remember, I shared with you that a child in the womb comes with their personality intact. So you have your core personality before you're even born. But the reality is that because of society and expectations, you can look like you're something when you're not. So, the color to be, the in color to be when you're a kid is yellow. So, most kids would like to be or think they are yellow. But as they age, they start to see there's really more to them than just what is expected of them by their peers and or even their parents. One of the reasons I often have parents give kids insight when they take the color code on themselves, for example, there's a kids test on our website, taylorhartman.com, and they can take that to know what they think they are. It's great to have a parent's perspective as well because a kid likes to think they're something that they may not be. I still remember the time this very red, very challenging child said, I am yellow. I am, I am, I am. And I said, if you ever saw how you woke up in the morning, you would know you're not yellow. But the reality is, different colors excel in different areas. For example, in the business world, red is the color you most often want to rise to be successful. In the family life, it's blue. In grandparenting or international relations, it's white. And in childhood, it's yellow. So even though that environment tends to breed or promote a certain kind of color's gifts, that doesn't mean everybody in that environment is that color. So you have to think, even though I embraced that, was that really who I was? Is that really who I am? Remember, yellows are driven by fun. So for a child, it feels like that's what we're always suggesting. Go have fun, go have a good time. But Richard Branson, who owns an airline, is very yellow. And yet he lives in a very red world. He's used his yellow gifts to enhance his success in a red world. And then a red child, for example, that would like to get along with people, who's very directing and giving, is a leader, can be helped to use their leadership skills when they're a child. Instead of making them feel out of place, use their gifts they have as a red, but no, they're just wanting to be accepted by others in their group because social acceptance is important for a child. In the home, we're always wanting people to engage, talk, share, reveal, but that's hard for whites. So for a white to add that dimension, they can actually take on blue traits, but at the core, they're very happy being alone in their room. Think about who you are innately versus the place you're interacting, and that will tell you the difference in who you are and what you have become. The other thing I want to share with you is when people say, well, actually, I think I'm a rainbow. I'm all the colors. No. The only color that can do all four colors equally on the profile that you take on the website is white. And whites they're very white, that's their core, but they have the capacity to adapt with the other colors evenly. No other color can be all four equally. So what they're really saying when they say I'm a rainbow is I'm all the good things of each of the colors and none of the bad things. So when I say, well, then as a red, you're kind of bossy. Well, no, in that way, I'm really more white. I'm more accepting. So as a white, you're more boring. Well, no, in that way, I'm more yellow. I really am playful and happy. So they're jumping everywhere they want to go to make them look good. And all that tells me is they're messed up. So how did you like today's video? Thumbs up, thumbs down. What are your thoughts? We'd love to hear your comments. We'd love you to subscribe. We'll be uploading 2 to 3 times a week, so we'd like to be part of that with us. It would also like you to look at our website, taylorhartman.com. taylorhartman.com. And we'd love you to stay current with us. Please ask your questions that you'd like me to respond to. Happy to do that. We're going to have a lot of fun together. Thanks for today.